Meanwhile, former President Donald Trump is now responding to the New York Attorney General after the agency joined a criminal investigation into his company. The Attorney General had already been investigating the Trump Organization for potential civil violations. NBC News Chief White House correspondent Peter Alexander joins us now live from the White House. Peter, thanks for being with us. First off, what's the latest we're hearing from the president?
Well, we're hearing from the president in the form of a statement that came out shortly after we learned from the New York State Attorney General's office that they would be basically sharing two of their lawyers and documents and other materials with the Manhattan DA that had already been well underway with its criminal investigation. So, in fact, the two are partnering right now. The president putting out an extensive statement really tearing into the prosecutors, including the AG in New York, Letitia James herself. We'll show you in part what he said. He said, among other things, there is nothing more corrupt than an investigation that is in desperate search of a crime. But make no mistake, that's exactly what's happening here. He said the Attorney General of New York literally campaigned on prosecuting Donald Trump even before she knew anything about me. His statement doesn't speak specifically to the subject of the investigation, the potential for any bank or perhaps tax fraud, according to sources familiar with this matter, something that they've been reviewing courtesy of all these documents, including his tax returns that they have now received. But the pushback for the president's allies, as posted on the internet, this set of video of Letitia James, the AG, who during her campaign in 2018, Morgan, as you know well, really criticized then President Trump, said she'd be going after him. Here's part of what she said.
Oh, we're going to definitely sue him. We're going to be a real pain in the ass. He's going to know my name personally.
I love it. He probably does already.
Effectively prosecutorial misconduct here. It's the point they're trying to make, but really that's a political point. At this point, it's still unclear what, if any, evidence of criminal wrongdoing they found and who specifically it would apply to, either within the Trump organization or among any of the associates in that community. Morgan?
And Peter, when you say who it would apply to, an official close to the investigation has confirmed that the New York Attorney General's criminal investigation is in fact centered around the Trump Organization's chief financial officer. What more do we know about him? This is Alan Weisselberg.
Yeah, that's exactly right. So to be clear, so this is a criminal investigation that we know is underway by the New York State Attorney General's office, specifically focused on the chief financial officer, Alan Weisselberg, as you know. So this is separate, though somewhat related to the other investigation taking place at this same time. But specifically, they're looking into Weisselberg's personal taxes. And according to the New York Times that reported this first, the idea that he was the beneficiary of some fringe benefits from working for the former president, either receiving tens of thousands of dollars in tuition money to help support at least one of his grandchildren, or some other benefits that he received in the form of monies from the former president. So that's where the focus has been on that. And this stems from an investigation of Weisselberg's personal finances that come from information they received from his former daughter-in-law. And we have now heard from her attorney. Her name is Jennifer Weisselberg. Her attorney saying that Miss Weisselberg has been in touch with prosecutors from the criminal division of the New York Attorney General's office since at least March. She has provided information to them as part of their criminal investigation and will continue to cooperate in any way that she can be helpful. She has also been supporting in some form the investigation taking place with the Manhattan DA right now. But federal or former federal prosecutors say what it appears is going on here is an effort to try to flip Alan Weisselberg in some way where, according to former attorney for Donald Trump, Weisselberg would know where all the bodies are buried, the idea that he might be able to provide new and incriminating information about either the former president or any of the associates who work for the Trump Organization. Morgan?
A lot there still unfolding. Peter Alexander for us there from the White House. Peter, thank you so much.
Hey, NBC News viewers, thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking on that button down here and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives. Thanks for watching.